token architecture and Web3 investing, launching a token in 2025.
So again, I always like to do the superhero round. Before we dive into the topic, take a moment to say who you are, where you're from, and what you're up to. Please.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming to this AIBC stage. My name is Aymen Soufi. I'm originally from Tunisia. Now I'm based in Malta. I used to be from trade finance, basically private equity, investment banking, did some M&A, equity research. And then I joined the bright side of the crypto and the blockchain. And now I'm strategic director of SunContract Group. We are basically an electricity company using the blockchain to create a peer-to-peer energy trading platform and tokenize in real-world renewable energy asset into NFTs. That's it.
Big round of applause for our panelists. Who are you?
Hey, Gordon. Hello, audience.
And how's the other guy?
The other guy is cool. No, he's actually worse off. No, just kidding. Guys, I am Jean-Michel. I'm a fintech consultant, and quite simply, I help connect startups with investors and help them raise money. That's an interesting little summary. And there's a background, IT and cyber.
Hi guys, Wesley Ellul here. I'm the special envoy for startup funding and innovation for the government of Malta. Beyond that, multi-time entrepreneur and just generally a problem solver. Yep, I love the crypto space and been in it since 2017.
You're an OG, man. Big round of applause for both of them. So, before we dive into specific questions, I want you to explain something to me like I'm 5 years old. And maybe I am, mentally. Okay? What is token architecture and why does it matter? What does that actually mean? Please, and we'll go down the row. Starting with you.
Oh, so that's a very big question. So you have to take...
Remember, I'm 5 years old.
Yeah.
What the heck are we talking about?
So token architecture involves, the way I see it, involves technical aspect, but also non-technical aspect. The technical aspect is like the way you are created, the smart contract that will interact, will govern this token. This is the technical side. Also, should be embedded inside this technical side some answers to the business side. For example, it should be embedded some algorithm or some aspect in the smart contract that addresses some inflationary, deflationary inflation things and deflation things so that the token is stable.
Well, okay, now and I'm going to tease that out a little bit. So is token architecture the same thing or synonym for tokenomics?
Tokenomics is part of the token architecture, because token architecture involves tokenomics, involves also regulatory things. Because, for example, I give an example. If you are doing an exchange, for example, the smart contract, he needs to recognize that this guy didn't do KYC, for example, so he limits his transactions. So this should be embedded already in the token smart contract that recognize the token architecture.
So maybe it's where the token issuing smart contract meets the overall tokenomics of the system.
Exactly.
Determines its characteristics.
Exactly.
Interesting. Jean-Michel?
So I'll explain it like you're a 5-year-old, okay? So imagine you're building a sandcastle, and the sandcastle is surrounded by a moat, right? Because every good sandcastle has to have some kind of moat, right? The sandcastle is your blockchain project, and the moat facilitates the money flowing into it. If the moat isn't designed in a way where however the water is flowing, if it's not a sustainable design, it's going to destroy the sandcastle. That is my explanation of token architecture to a 5-year-old.
Okay, I feel like a 5-year-old. Wesley?
The easiest way to put it is it's understanding all the different points that a token touches in an ecosystem. So if, let's just say you're an arcade, you have these tokens, and as an ecosystem, all it is about putting money into the whole system. And so you buy your tokens for the arcade, and you play a game. Now, in that ecosystem, they'll actually even add a second token, which is those prize tickets that you get out. And in those ecosystems, it's always really about the house winning, not about you winning. So you keep getting the tickets, and eventually for 1,000 tickets, you get, I don't know, a little toy that costs $5. In a crypto system, it's more or less the same thing, but it's all about where you find value and how the token can provide value to all the parties who are playing in that system.
Fair enough. Now, we've had blockchain and crypto, I guess, since 2009 with Bitcoin. You know, we're coming up on 15 years. It doesn't feel like it, but it's actually been a while. And the technology is evolving, and the business models are evolving, and the regulatory landscape is evolving. So looking forward to 2025, maybe you can touch on where have we been with tokenomics and token architecture, and where are we headed? What's our pathway? I'm throwing you curveballs, but I feel like it, so we're going to do it.
So first of all, let's agree on something. Launching a token in 2025 is not the same like in 2018. So there is a lot of a new consideration that need to be kept in mind when designing the token architecture, but also when designing the project itself. First of all, you need to ask the question not to how to launch a token, but why would I launch a token? Because some projects do not need a token. You are just trying to fit a circle in a square, you know. So if you answer this question, that why do I need a token? Like a token should be genuinely has a utility for the project in a natural way. Otherwise, you cannot just stick in it. That's the first consideration. The second.
Actually, let me pause you. Keep your second in mind. I've always argued that most projects don't need blockchain, and those rare projects that need blockchain, most of them don't need a token.
Exactly.
And if they need a token, we already have it. It's called USDT or Ethereum. Sure. I don't know if you agree with me, I'm not sure that's a new idea. But on the flip side, we're seeing meme coin craziness. So how do you reconcile this? Am I just old? I mean, you know, these meme coins, do we need meme coins? They're doing something.
Actually, I like the question. So
that's a relief.
Meme coins follow different psychology, different purpose. It's just meme. It's just about community. And that's why, let's say 99% of the meme coins do not last. Only few of them last, and the few of them who were able to build a community around it. The famous example is Pepe coin. They launched a meme. It was a meme coin, and then the community built around it some kind of project. Or they now, I think, they have access to some Yachin club and all of this. So I don't think that this meme coin fever should be the standard. It should be the exception, not the standard.
I'm going to go ahead and disagree with that entirely, right?
So throw down. Let's hear it.
I literally remember the day that Dogecoin was created, 2013. Okay, it was created for no coiners. It was created to take the piss out of people that weren't holding BTC, right? And the whole point is because if you were in the industry that early, you're a techie or some nerd sitting in a basement that never saw the light of day or ever dreamed about being in a situation like this, right? So techies generally like to take the piss out of people who aren't non-techie, right? So, which is exactly why we see Elon Musk playing around with Doge and pumping it. There's no utility. It's a joke.
By the way, who's heard of the director or something of Department of Government Efficiency? That's Donald Trump and Elon Musk's new department. It's the Doge part of the U.S. government.
And why, right? It's like it's
a meme that
it's the ultimate troll, no?
Yeah, they memed it into government.
It's literally they memed it into government. That's literally what happened. So meme coins are basically, it's the same mindset, the same degen mindset, just at a much earlier phase in the cycle.
Okay, but let's get back to the original question because you're kind of playing off it, but I want to hit it again. We've been in this game for 15 years now.
Yeah.
You know, in the basement or not, and we've had evolution, and we have the future.
Yeah.
You know, where we've been and where are we going? 25, 26, 27. John and then Wesley.
Well,
Go ahead.
I'm going to jump in on this. What we're seeing is a bit of a history repeating right now. Meme coins are very much a methodology because they do work for people to raise funds faster than they can do with Bitcoin. So in a lot of VC spaces, and I'm sure you've seen this across your travels around the world, all the major VCs are playing in the memes coin space because it's all about the power of belief at these early stages in any token. If they don't have a true utility, it's about the power of community and belief. And belief is a very powerful driver for people to throw something in. And with these coin prices of like 0.607, you can feel like a billionaire. I did this with my daughters earlier this year. I actually gave them 2,000 euros, and I gave them a choice of meme coins. And they chose Pepe, I think it was January 19th. And I told them, you guys just watch the charts. I want to teach them a little bit about the whole crypto space and see what happens. And they believed it was going to go up. And about 15, 20 days later, it went up, and it became 20,000 euros. And I said, okay, so what?
Are they moving out of the house yet?
Yeah, not yet. Not yet, because they had to learn lessons. Because the problem is that they took it out, they waited until it went down, and then they made it 60,000 euros. So now they're getting very close to moving out of the house. That's when I put in the rule, like the government, and I said, okay, you know all that money you just made? There's a bit of taxation on it. It's going to our family holiday.
Dad?
Yeah. But I let them reinvest 20K, and they learned the hard way through that 20K that they actually lost a chunk of it. They were down to 10K for ages until this week. But going on to the whole meme, we're just seeing a resurgence of what we saw in ICOs back then.
You're building diamond hand daughters.
Trying, slowly, hard.
Yeah, you got it. Dan, you were going to comment?
No, I mean, I completely agree with Wes in terms of this just being another cycle, right? Like in the ICO days, it was the same thing. Everyone and their mother was launching a token just because they could. The only ones that survived are the ones that had a belief in community and the ones that actually had some kind of moral compass to not rug pull and stick to the things that they were going to do. Those are the only ICO holders who still survive and still do well today. So.
And I just want to jump on why this is happening, because what we saw in 2020 is a lot of token raises were happening with projects that couldn't do what they needed to do in the time they needed to do it within a Bitcoin cycle. So the build wasn't there. Is this going to be the only thing in this whole cycle that we see here of tokens? No, because now we're seeing projects mature, being able to actually use these tokens, and people find value from the actual utilization of this. So we're going to see this craziness now, but within 6 months, we'll start seeing the GameFi projects come out.
Let me ask this. Is there room, it's kind of related, I think, is there room for more L1s, or is that past and we're just here now improving what exists?
It depends if they find a purpose. So if the purpose of the L1 is to hold titles to houses and transfer value and property, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, you could do it on Bitcoin ultimately as well. But we need to create regulated standards. And that's what a lot of these L1s can do within various different industries. They can have all the technical inputs that the businesses need on their side so that they can transfer value. I know of one particular project which is being raised on at this moment, which is trying to solve the whole DeFi Mika issue by creating a new L1 which allows a lot of players in the market to actually have a centralized concept while still being in a decentralized state, have these actual states have a federation and some element of authority, but also the community to have authority.
And you can't accomplish that with Solana or Ethereum? Or
No, currently you can't, because it's a new technology of, it's like 5 blockchains together, sort of thing.
To be fair, there are different ways to do it, right? There are different ways to do it. But what you're talking about is a particularly decentralized approach to a DeFi. Like, I personally think that the problem isn't technology. The tech has vastly surpassed the business need. We're at the point, Solana can handle 70,000 TPS. Okay, yes, it goes down every now and again, but so what? Do we really need any more than that? No, it's not the problem. We have NFTs, we have fungibility, we have smart contracts doing anything, we have oracles, we have so much technology. The problem with blockchain is not technology. The problem is that it requires multiple parties to come together and agree at a business level what should happen for the right business case to come to life.
Wesley, hold on a second. I'm not sure I agree with you. I think history is full of what looked like a useless innovation. Oh, that's nice. And then the capacity leads to the use. And they don't have to synchronize. It's not always the case that I have a need and therefore I build. You know, the hacker mentality is sometimes I build and other people figure out uses that never even occurred to me. So I think you're being a little cynical.
I wouldn't really say so. I mean, I'd say, like, in terms of technology,
Damn it, don't be so negative.
Got a unique, hey, I'm in cyber, right? So I mean, I just say it how it is. Like, in terms of tech, I think we really have more than what we know what to do with. We really, really do.
I guess I'm saying that's not a new problem. All right, so here, go ahead.
The way I see it is that I agree with you. We have technology that is now more than we need. So the question here is to rather looking at it from another perspective. Now, how to onboard all of these non-crypto people into the crypto so that we can justify this unused capacity, so to say.
And the answer is RWA.
Yes, but also it should be coming from token issuers, for example. They need to go beyond this algorithm and smart contract. They need to humanize the blockchain. They need to stop using these stacking words, gas fees, these fancy words that nobody understands except the crypto savvy. They need to be creative, come up with new words that any human being can understand. But also, now we have the watchdog. We have the regulations now. And when I'm saying the regulation, I'm not saying that they need to apply KYC and AML. This is the least. I'm talking like they need to hire independent directors, non-executive directors, risk managers. I mean, have DNO insurance, PII insurance. These all add to the bill of launching a new token in 2025.
Are you sure that you left traditional finance for crypto?
Yes.
It seems like you're bringing it along with you.
Exactly. I'm making it more resilient. More resilient. Not just, okay, I'm not against meme coin, like you said. But the way I see it is that they shouldn't be the standard for the crypto.
Blockchain will hit critical mass when people don't know they're using blockchain.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, sorry, let me pursue the point you were making. And I'll put on my lawyer hat. Yes, having those things is important because it lets you operate in a regulatory environment that's becoming more strict. Granted, but it seems like there's a little hesitation made because we're human. It's like a mechanical church. We're human patching. What really should be handled by technology at this point. You know, shouldn't that DNO insurance be a smart contract? Shouldn't the regulation be by programmatic built into the blockchain or built into the smart contract? Isn't it kind of sad that we need these humans still? I mean, we have this robot dog walking around. Okay, we got drones flying all around. We got AI that's smarter than humans. What are we doing with a meat puppet DNO person? I
mean, if I understood you correctly, that you are here talking about the nuances between technology and humans and a human aspect of in the industry. If I understood you correctly.
If I can,
I don't know. Just say what you feel.
If I can jump in, the rule of automation is when you know, first do something, then do it again and make sure you really, really, really understand it, and then you automate. Compliance changes so quickly By the time you automate something, as something new is out, and whatever work you've done is useless.
Yeah.
So certain things should be automated at a base level, but the vast majority of things still need human contextualization to be able to execute.
For him, what he said is very, very accurate. Regarding regulation, are changing very fast, which should be reflected in the token architecture from the beginning. When you adapt to a new regulation, they shouldn't disrupt the whole project. It should be seamless, and also seamless for the users. Also, it should be a pain point for the users.
It's interesting because you're talking about tokenomics and regulation changing all the time, and token architecture. I mean, on one hand, you want, we're out of time, but on one hand, you want something that is fit for purpose, built and innovative. On the other hand, maybe the rigidity of the smart contracts and the token architecture and the way you're, Candy and Rick in the house, big round of applause for Candy Pay. Okay. You know, it's like you need to have flexibility built in into something that's inherently immutable. It's a challenge. Exactly. And on that note, we're over time. So big round of applause for our panel.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Gordon.
Good job.
Thank you. Thank you.